Alrighty, so we are in the last section, 5.4, of the module. We are dipping back into some percents problems and kind of relating the bar model process that you guys are aware of to a number sentence and then into some equations to go with them from this module. All right, so for each context below, draw a model, select the expression that represents the situation, and then compare or complete part C. All right, so Elena makes delicious cupcakes. She estimates that 1 dozen cupcakes cost $7.50 to make. She wants a 50% markup on her cupcakes. How much should she sell 1 dozen cupcakes for? Okay, so back in, I think, Mod 1, guys, we had, if we're talking a 50% markup, this would be 100%. This whole thing right here, 2 boxes would be 100%. And $7.50 needs to be in this whole thing, $7.50. So this would be $3.75 in 1 box. And this would be $3.75. Okay, now if we want to increase it, mark it up 50%, half of this thing is 50%. So we're going to add on 1 extra box. If these 3 boxes are each 50%, we are now looking at the whole thing being 150%. Okay, and 375 plus 375 plus 375 is 1125. Okay, so there's your model. We've been there before. Now the expression to represent. Okay, we've also been here before. So we've got $7.50, and we want to increase it by 50% of the $7.50. Okay, there's one expression, or some of you guys might see we need 150% of the $7.50. Either one of those works. Okay, so if you work this out, or look at what we did here, you have your answer. So she should charge $11.25. Okay, that's kind of where we've been. Okay, let's look at another one. There were 850 students at Fort Harriman Middle School last year. The student population is expected to increase by 20% next year. What will the new population be? All right, if we're looking at 20%, we're going to be looking at 5 boxes from Module 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This whole thing is 100%. And this is 850 students. Divided by 5, you're going to get 170 students in each of these boxes. That's your magic number. Okay, now if we're increasing by 20%, that's one of these boxes. So we're going to add on 1 box at 170. And if we add 20% onto 100%, that gets us 120% total. And that's how many students that is. Okay, we can do 6 times 170 to get that number. Okay, an expression to represent the new population. So we've got this 850 population, and we increase it by 20% of the 850. That's one way. We practiced that back in, I think, Module 1. Okay, or some of you might be starting to see that we're really looking for 120%. You don't need the 0. You could have it or you don't need it. Either way, 850. All right, so if you calculate one of these in your calculator, or if you look at your model, you've got your answer here. The new population will be 1,020 students. Okay. Next page. Last week, Dirk jumped Y inches in the long jump. This week, he's increased the length of his jump by 10%. Draw a model to represent the situation. All right, 10%. That means 10 boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 100%. The 10 boxes. Each of them is 10%, right? So we're going to add on, if you're increasing it by 10%, this now is 110%. Okay, there's your model. There aren't any numbers in this problem, so there's your model. Okay. All right, part B, which of the following algebraic expressions represents the length of his jump now? Be prepared to explain your answers and how you know they are correct. All right, well, this is just the increase. Okay, think about his Y inches is the long jump, okay? 90% of that? No. But we can look for 110% of it, or we can look for 100 plus 10% of it. Okay, this is what it was, Y, and then we look for 10% more of the Y. So either one of those. So I need 100% original, which is Y, plus the 10% increase, which totals 110% or 1.10. Okay, Hallie wants to buy a pair of jeans for $8. She knows she will have to pay 6% sales tax along with the price of the jeans. Draw a model to represent the situation. Okay, 6% ugly. We can't really cut this box up, but we know that this is 100% of the jean price. Okay, now 6% of this would be just adding on a little extra sliver. This is 106%, the whole thing. Which of the following algebraic expressions represents the price of the jeans with the tax? No, 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 no. Only this one. Can you remember 6% is 0.06. It's not 0.6. Okay. All right, if the original price of the jeans was $38, what is the price with tax? Show at least 3 different ways to get your answer. All right, so let's let P equal the price after tax. So we've got P equals the $38 jeans. Let me scooch that up. The $38 jeans plus 0.06 of the $38 jeans. That's one way. Or the price is 1.06 times the $38 jeans. Or the price is 38 times 1 plus 0.06. Okay, you don't need to know all 3 of these. You need to understand one of them. Okay, and I think most kids went along with this one back in Module 1, but I do believe that many of you are starting to see this one also, and it's tighter and easier. Okay, so if you work any one of these 3 out, you would get $40.28. So the price with tax is $40.28. Okay. Number 5. Jamie has a box with X chocolates in it. Her little brother ate 25% of the chocolates. Okay, the last couple pages we've seen an increase. If somebody eats something, you should be seeing a decrease. All right, draw a model to represent this. So 25%, okay, that's 100% right there. The whole thing has X chocolates in it. Okay, now if he ate 25%, we're going to cross off one of these boxes and then we'll be left with 75% of the box. Okay, which of the following algebraic expressions represents the amount of chocolate in the box now? Be prepared to explain. Okay, this is what we lost in the box. That doesn't work. This works. This works. If we have the chocolates minus 25% of the chocolates, that works. And then this works. Isn't this just another way to write either one of these? Okay, if you distribute the x in, you'd be looking at this. If you subtract 0.25 from 1, you're looking at this. Okay, so any one of those three works. Okay, number 6. Jake wants to buy a new skateboard with an original price of $S. The skateboard is on sale for 20% off the regular price. Okay, 20%, we're looking at 5 boxes. 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 100% S, the whole thing. Okay, now 20% off, each box is 20%, so we're going to be getting rid of one box. And this is going to be 80% then. If 20% is chucked off, guess what? We got 80% left. All right, this, no, this is a skateboard minus 80 cents. No. 20% of the skateboard? No, that's how much they're going to save on it. 80, this is 80% of the skateboard. This is 20 cents taken off the skateboard. Okay, this guy works. Okay, if the original price of the skateboard was $64, what does the sale price show? At least 3 different ways to get your answer. So I'm going to kind of focus on the problem that we did on the last page. Same deal. Okay, so P equals price after discount. So I've got P equals 0.8 times 64. Okay, so we plugged in a 64 in for the price, $S. Okay, that's one way. That's basically that. Let's do this. Okay, so we've got P equals 1 times 64 minus the 20% of the 64, or the other way from the last page was, we had, let me write it up here. That was the other way that we had. So we're going to use that way here. All right, if you calculate any one of those 3, you would end up with the sale price is $51.20. Draw a model to help you solve the problems below, then choose the algebraic equations. We're moving on to equations now that represents the situation. Solve that equation. All right, to pass a test, you need to get at least 70% correct. There are 50 questions on the test. How many do you need to answer correctly in order to pass? You did this problem back on, I think, Module 1 final assessment with models. Okay, so 70%, we need 10 boxes. We need 10, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this is 100%, and there are 50 questions. 100% is all 50. Okay, now the magic number in the boxes is going to be 5. We have 10 boxes and it has to total to 50. That magic number is 5. And 70% would be all but 3 of them. Okay, which gets you 35 questions. Okay, so there's my answer. He needs to answer 35 correctly. Choose the appropriate equations. If C represents the number of questions answered correctly, justify your choice. All right, so the number of questions you answer correctly is 0.7 times 50. Yep, that works. 70% times the number you answer correctly is 50? No. Okay, and just talk through these, just like I am. The number you answered correctly divided by the total number is 70%? Yep. Okay, the number of total questions is on the top with 70%, and we're looking for however many to answer correctly is the full 100? No. Answered correctly is up on the top with the 70%. That's looking better. And 50 is the 100% total. Yes. So any one of those 3 would be great. 25% of a box of cookies is oatmeal. If there are 50 oatmeal cookies in a box, how many cookies are there total? All right, so 25%. We need 4 boxes. We need 4 boxes. This is going to be 100%, but we don't know how much the total box is. We know that 25% are oatmeal. Okay, so this is oatmeal, 25%. And we know that chocolate chip is 75%. Okay, so now 50 are oatmeal. Well, there's your magic number. How many total cookies? 200. There are 200 cookies in the box. All right, now let's choose the equation that works here. So could we use 50 total cookies? No. Could we use a quarter of the total cookies as 50? Mm-hmm. Could we use the total cookies as 50 times 4? Mm-hmm. Okay, could we use, well, take a look at this one and take a look at this one. Aren't they the same? This 1/4 is just this simplified. So if this isn't good, guess what? This isn't good. Okay, 50 cookies is 25% up on the top. That's looking good so far. And we're looking for the total in the box. That one works. Alrighty. So they're done walking us through. We are now charged with 4 questions here on our own. To find a variable for the unknown, write a proportion and solve each percent problem showing all the algebraic steps. Be sure to write your answer as a sentence and round to the hundredths place when necessary unless otherwise stated. 30% of my books are science fiction. If I have 60 science fiction books, how many books do I have? Okay, you want to think about, we're going to set a proportion, up a proportion. We're looking for the total books. The total books is going to go down on the bottom with the 100. Okay, and we're looking for 60 and 30 go together, so 30%. So you always have to decide, am I putting 30 in here, or am I going to put 70 in here, or am I going to put 130 in here? Okay, 30% is the 60. So there's your setup. And then we're going to cross multiply 30x equals, that would be 6,000. Then we're going to divide by 30. And we're going to get x is 200. So I have 200 books. 15% of the day was spent cleaning the house. If there are 24 hours in the day, how many of them were spent cleaning the house? X equals hours cleaning house. All right, do you understand that they give us the total to go with the 100 is 24? Okay, and we're looking for 15% of it. That's what we're looking for. So that's our setup. 100x equals, that comes out to be 360. 100x equals 360. We're going to divide by 100. And we're going to have x equals 3.6. So 3.6 hours were spent cleaning the house. I got 52 out of 60 questions right on the last history test. What percent correct did I get? Okay, 52 is the number correct. So this matches. Okay, so you need to think about, do I need to be thinking about that 8? That's the difference that aren't correct. But no, we don't have to think about that in this problem. So x equals the percent correct. So we need an x over 100 equals 52 were correct. That goes up on the top with the x being the percent correct. And 60 goes on the bottom with the total number. So 60x equals 5,200. Divide by 60. X equals, this number comes out to be 86.6 repeating bar. Okay, you would see, let me do that in my calculator real quick. Hang on. Calculator. 5200 divided by 60. Okay, so you would see that in your calculator. Now, the calculator rounds that last six. The sixes go on forever. The calculator rounds it. Okay, so we know that it is 86.6 repeating. So about, you know what it said to round to the nearest hundredth? Oh, that means I need a 0 there. Okay, this would need to be 86.67 then if it's to the nearest hundredth. We're correct. Last one, a pair of jeans are on sale for 35 bucks. Originally they were 45 bucks. What percent of the original price is the sale price? All right, so X equals the percent sale price. Okay, so we're looking for the percent sale price over 100 equals the 35 is what we're looking for. Okay, so you always got to think about, should I be bringing on a 10 in this problem for the difference? But no, we're looking for what $35 is of the $45. So there's our setup. 45x equals 3,500. Divide by 45. X equals, that comes out to be, again, it's a number that fills up the screen of your calculator and rounded to the nearest about 77.78% of the original of the original price is the sale price. All right, so that was 5.4a, guys. Thank you.